The first time I saw my name tattooed on his chest, I almost cried. It was bold, messy, and honestly kind of hot, until I noticed the spelling. One letter off, the way only my boss spells it, the way no one else ever has. I laughed it off, teasing him about his bad memory, but a cold pit grew in my stomach. That night, when I traced the ink with my finger, he pulled away too quickly, mumbling something about being tired. Work that week was hell. My boss was acting weird, barely making eye contact. Then, in the middle of a staff meeting, she slipped and called me by his pet name for me, the one I'd only ever heard him use. My coworkers looked confused, but I felt my face burn. Later, in her office, she shut the door and whispered, "We need to talk." She told me everything, how they'd dated for 3 years, how he'd ghosted her, how she still had one of his hoodies in her closet. My knees buckled, but I held it together. I lied and said I'd known, just to keep from breaking. When I got home, I confronted him. He didn't even try to deny it. He just stared at the wall, then admitted that he'd never really gotten over her, and that the tattoo was supposed to help him move on. "It's your name now," he said, "but it was hers first." I screamed, threw a glass, and he just sat there, numb. I told him to get out, and he did, slamming the door behind him. I spent the night scrubbing the apartment, trying to erase any trace of him. My boss texted, then called, then showed up at my door with a bottle of wine. We drank in silence, then in laughter, then in tears. She told me she never wanted to see him again. I said I didn't either, but deep down, I knew I'd always wonder what it meant, to be loved as a replacement, to have my name inked over someone else's heartbreak.